get on. Come on, this is a real problem. Come on. Okay, now I would not recommend the,
Sorry,
instead of.
this is breaking.
Okay, one second.
What is
I don't want you to prove. I just want you to calculate. Forget about the proof. Build a relation between m and n. Simplify this expression.
What is full stop in this equation? Because there's 3 to the power of 3m full stop 2 to the power of 3.
Where is that? Okay, that's not full stop. That is multiplication. Whenever in mathematics you get a dot b, that means it is a into b.
Isn't it star though?
No. Star is also okay. In mathematics, in Indian textbooks, a into b representation means it's a into b. A dot b means a into b. I don't want you to prove anything. Just calculate, build a relation, simplify the given expression and build a relation between m and n. There is nothing to prove. I don't want you to prove, because in exams, in a typical objective type of exams, they'll ask you to, yeah.
Sir, your voice was breaking before. And sir, what is that problem?
Okay, you want to do it as it is also. You want to just prove that. You can prove that m is equal to 1 plus n. When you simplify this expression,
sir, can we
simplify this expression?
Sir, can we not do m is equal to 1 plus n, like proving? I think it's better.
You want to prove it? Just prove it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. If you want to prove m is equal to 1 plus n, you can do that.
Yes.
Even if you simplify this given problem, when you simplify this, you will get that answer only.
Yes, sir.
Veda, your question is, sir, what is the value of n? He is not asking you to find the value of n, because you cannot find the value of m. You have to build a relation between m and n. There is an equation given to you, and you have to simplify that equation using your knowledge of exponents that you have learned in today's class. Apply that and get a relation between m and n.
Sir, it is not lame, but it is so big, sir. It's a bit confusing also.
No problem.
Sir,
No problem.
wait, Mr. Krishna,
Yeah.
if I wanted to minus 0.n times minus 7n, what would be the answer?
Can you repeat?
Minus 0.10 minus.
Let me write. 1 second. 0 point.
Minus 0.10.
0.n.
N.
Okay.
Minus 7n.
Minus 7n.
Yeah.
Okay. What is this 0.n? What do you mean by 0.n?
0.10 meaning decimal n.
Okay. Okay.
So you can take out the 0 if you want. 0.10.
Okay.
So what would be my answer?
Oh, you want to calculate this?
Yeah.
Okay. So for that, this is a separate problem. You want to do it now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay. So this is a separate doubt you have in your mind.
Yeah.
Okay. So first, for that, you need to understand what do you mean by point n. So point n, can I write it as n into 0.1?
Yes.
Okay. You understand that?
Yes.
Very good. So if you understand that, your minus 0.n will become minus 0.1 into n.
Okay.
Minus 7n.
Okay.
So from these two, minus n will be common.
Right.
N as a factor is common to both of them. So your minus n is common. Therefore, it's minus 0.1 plus 7.
Which is 7.1.
So minus, I've already taken, sorry. It's 0.1 plus 7. So that's the reason it will become minus of 7.1 n. Okay, let's solve this problem. All of you concentrate. Okay. I need everyone to focus on the way I'm approaching this problem. I'm not doing it for only this problem. This is how you're going to approach such problems. So I expect everyone to concentrate. Very good, Kirtana. Good job. Concentrate now. Now, Basically, when I look at this problem, let me write the step in clearly. It's 9 to the power of n into 3 square into 3 to the power of minus n whole to the power of minus 1 minus 27 to the power of n upon I have 3 to the power of 3m into 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 1 by 27. Now, when I look at this problem, okay, let me try if I can switch on my video so that my expressions are very important so that you will be able to feel what I'm trying to teach you. Okay, so now if you look at this particular problem, 9 power n into 3 square into 3 to the power of minus n whole to the power of minus 1 minus 27 power n 3 to the power of 3m into 2 to the power of 3 is equal to 1 by 27. Now, whenever you look at a problem like this, always remember, when I look at this 9 here, if I look at this 9, this particular 9 here, you know, this 9 for me looks like 3 square. This 27 for me looks like 3 power 3. This 27 also, I can see it as 3 power 3. Why do you see it that way, sir? If you ask me, it's very simple. Because, you know, whenever you are doing simplification in mathematics, you should know when to see 27 as 3 to the power of 3. And similarly, you should be able to see 3 power 3 as 27. So this is a knowledge that you will build over a period of time. So when I see something like 81, I see 81 as 3 to the power of 4. Because 81 is 9, 9 is 81, and 9 is 3 square. 3 square into 3 square will be 3 to the power of 4. So for me, when I look at 81, the only number that comes to my mind is 3 power 4, or another number that comes to my mind is 9 square. So you should be able to look at numbers like this. When you start looking numbers like this, your simplification, your problem looks easier for you. Now, after that, and that's the first point that I want everyone to learn when you're solving such problems. The second thing that I want you to learn, for example, in the previous problem, when one of the example that Arjun asked me just now, minus point n minus 7n. It did not take a second for me to think point n as 0.1 into n, because I know here when I see 0.n and here 7n, I know in this there has to be n as a common factor should come out. The moment I know that, I immediately see minus point n as n into 0.1. So the problem becomes easy for me, right? So what I'm trying to tell you here is looking at numbers makes a lot of sense when you actually see them very clearly. Now, that's the first thing that I want you to learn. Second thing that I want you to learn is whenever you are solving a complex problem like this, when you see the problem very complex like this, you know, sir, this is so very complex. So whenever you see complex things, you have to make them uncomplex. What I mean by that is you have to make it simpler. How can you do that? The only way to do it is first reduce the problem to the easier numbers. Once you do it, the number looks easy, the problem looks easy. But if you keep looking at the problem as it is, you will never feel, you cannot see the next level of the problem. That means next steps of the problem. You have to make it look easier. Now, let's do that first. Now, how do I do it? 9 to the power of n. When I look at 9 to the power of n, I said 9 can be written as 3 square to the power of n. Now, 9 can be written as 3 square to the power of n. Can I write it? 9 can be written as 3 square whole to the power of n, which is nothing but 3 to the power of 3 square whole power n is 3 to the power of 2n. Is that okay with everyone? Then in this 9 power 2n, now I'm replacing this 9 power 2n as 3 to the power of 2n. This dot is nothing but multiplication. I'm just multiplying that. 3 square, I'm not changing it. I'm putting it as 3 square only. Multiplied with 3 power minus n whole power minus 1. 3 power minus n whole power minus 1. What do you mean by that? It is in the form of a power m whole power n. We learned a power mn. A power m whole power n is a power mn. 3 power minus n whole power minus 1 is 3 into minus n into minus 1. Minus n into minus 1 is Minus into minus plus, n into 1 is n. Therefore, that will become 3 to the power of n. That will become 3 to the power of n minus. Now, I see 27 power n. The way I see 27 power n, the moment I see 27, I can write it as 3 cube whole to the power of n. 3 cube whole to the power of n. 3 to the power of 3 whole to the power of n will be 3 to the power of 3n. Is everyone okay until now? So I'll write it as 3 to the power of 3 to the power of 3n. 3 to the power of 3n. So that my entire numerator now looks very simple. It looks in the form of 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Everything is common in 3 there. Wonderful. Wonderful. Look at it. 3 power 3n whole divided by 3 power m. I will not change it. I'll keep it as 3 power 3m only into 2 power 3. 2 power 3 is a number. So there is nothing that I need to do there. Therefore, into 2 power 3. Okay, that should be equal to 1 by 2 power 7, 27. 27, I can write it as 3 to the power of 3. Is everyone okay until now? If you're okay, just mention yes in the chat box quickly so that I can do the next steps.
Wait, I have a question. How did you get 1 over 3 to the power of 3 now?
Okay, so on the right hand side, your right hand side, there is 1 by 27, right?
Right. Oh, so you just reduced 1 by 27. Okay, makes sense.
1 by 27. I wrote 27 as 3 to the power of 3.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay. Are we good until now? All of you, all good? Okay, if you're good, I'm erasing these numbers on the right. I'm removing all of them. I'm just removing all of them on the right so that I get some space to solve. I'm sorry, I should have taken one more slide in between, but I'm sorry. Let's get on with this. Okay. Yes. Okay, good. Now let's concentrate. Now let's simplify this. Now observe everything now. I didn't touch 27 until the end, if that's okay. Yeah, it's absolutely okay, Kirtana. There is no need of touching it. Now you could have still kept it like that. No problem at all. Okay. Now let's look at this. Now I have 3 power 2n here. I have 3 power 2n here. I have 3 power n here. Now 3 power 2n into 3 power n. I am not disturbing this 3 square. I'll tell you why I am not disturbing. The reason I am not disturbing that 3 square is here 3 power 3n is there. 3 power 2n into 3 power n. When I look at 3 power 2n multiplied with 3 power n, can I write it as 3 power 2n plus n? 2n plus n. Because here inside I am taking this apple and this mango together. This apple and this mango together. 3 power 2n into 3 power n, which is 3 power 2n plus n. 3 power 2n plus n is 3 power 3n, because 2n plus n is 3 power 3n. So this apple and this mango, I'm taking them together. I'm writing it as 3 power 3n into 3 square. I'm putting that 3 square like that only. I'm not disturbing that 3 square. Okay, minus 3 power 3n will be like that only, divided by denominator is 3 to the power of 3m. 3 to the power of 3m into 2 to the power of 3 is equal to that 1 by 3 cube remains like that. Okay, let me change the color so that it doesn't disturb with the problem. Okay, so are we still good? Everyone good until now?
Yeah, I'm good. But can I quickly guess the next step before you do it?
Come on. You want to do that, Arjun? Go ahead. Arjun, let's do it together. Go ahead.
So now you're going to write 3 to the power of 3n times 3 to the power of 2 minus 3 to the power of 3n. But since there's already 3 to the power of 3n and there's a minus 3 to the power of 3n, you can just cancel both of those out and you'd be left with 3 to the power of 2 over 3 to the power of m.
No. You are not allowed to cancel like that, right? How can you cancel? You cannot cancel this and this. Not at all. You are not allowed to do that. You cannot cancel this 3 power 3n and this 3 power 3n. You cannot cancel. You can only take that as common. 3 to the power of 3n will be common into 3 square minus 1. That's how you write it.
Okay, cool.
Are you with me, Arjun? You cannot cancel because it's like this. If you have 3x minus 3, for example, you have 3x minus 3. How do you do 3x minus 3? Can I cancel this 3 and this 3? No, I cannot cancel. You have to take out 3 common and say it as x minus 1. Is everyone okay? 3x minus 3. How do we do 3x minus 3? If you have 3 apples minus 3, how do you do 3 apples minus 3? You take 3 common and say apple minus 1. That's how you write it. Yes or no? Everyone, please concentrate.
Yep.
Very good. Wonderful. Wonderful. So I'm taking 3 power 3n common. So 3 square minus 1 divided by that. We are not changing that. 3 to the power of 3m still remains there, into 2 cube. 2 cube, I can still keep it as 2 cube is equal to 1 by 3 cube. 1 by 3 cube. If you want, you can also write it as 3 power minus 3. Can I write it that way? 1 by 3 cube. Can I write it as 3 power minus 3?
Yes, sir.
Why? Because from denominator, if it goes up, it will become minus 3. Wonderful. Now, what are we left with? Let's go to the next step now. 3 power 3n is common. 3 power 3n is common. Now, 3 square is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. I can write it as 8 there. 3 power 3n into 3 square is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. I've reduced one step because I don't have space. I hope everyone understands this. I'm explaining once again for the benefit of everyone. I just simplified this piece. I am saying 3 square is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. 3 power 3n into 8. Correct? Are we game?
Yeah.
Divided by 3 power 3m. Okay? Into this dot is nothing but into 2 cube. What is 2 cube? 2 cube is 8. The reason I'm writing it like that is because I want to cancel these two. Is equal to 3 to the power of minus 3. On the right hand side, I'm just continuing with that. So here, this numerator, this is the idea. The problem was just to cancel this piece and this piece. Everything will fall in place now. Now you have 3 power n by 3 power 3m. Your 3 power, it is like in the form of a power monkey by a power donkey. What is a power monkey by a power donkey? Tell me. A to the
power monkey minus donkey.
Monkey minus donkey. Wonderful. Therefore, 3 power 3n by 3 power 3m will be 3 to the power of 3n. Tell me, minus 3m.
3m.
Correct. 3 power 3n minus 3m will be equal to 3 to the power of, come on, minus 3.
Minus 3.
So your bases are same. Therefore, your powers should be equal. What are the powers now? Powers are nothing but your exponents are equal. That is 3n minus 3m. 3n minus 3m should be equal to minus 3. Okay. Now what can I do now? I can bring this minus 3 on this side, and I can take this minus 3m on that side. What happens? Your minus 3 when it comes this side will become plus 3. Therefore, it is 3n plus 3. 3n plus 3. This minus 3m, if it goes on the right hand side, what happens to it, Akshar?
It becomes minus 3 plus 3m, sorry, because it's
very
minus.
good. It will become 3m. So now you can see 3 is a common factor to all of them. I can 3n plus 3, I can take 3 common. That is n plus 1. Okay. So your 3 is common to both of them. Now I can cancel 3. Therefore, your n plus 1. Okay, just take a snapshot. If you have not understood, you will do it later when you take a look at it later. Okay. Yes, sir, I got it. Kirtana, you got it. Wonderful. Naisha, Ishan, are you there in the class? If yes, mention yes that you have understood.
So here's what I did wrong. So it was
Okay.
given like prove m is equals to 1 plus n. So when
Yeah.
you got like 3 to the power 3n minus 3m, I did like 3 to the power of 3n minus m becomes 1 plus n, so it made it like
Oh,
3.
even if you want to do it by that method also, you'll get a right answer. Even
Oh.
if you instead of m, if you replace m with n, m as 1 plus n, and substitute and do it, even then also you'll get it. Okay.
Oh.
Kirtana says, did it in a little different method. What did you do little different?